And we're going straight on. I cannot wait for this long tune to finish, Quirky. Our first or the first in a while anyway, non-ZVZ.
Yeah, I mean, we had a ZVT earlier. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it feels like we've been, we've done Demi versus GogojOey, then we've done Mio versus GogojOey, and whatnot. We also had a PvZ earlier, Pezz versus Mio, but yeah. This is nice to break things.
Then continue and just let you finish that. Well, anyway, we are on Pillars of Gold for our first map of this best of 3 losers finals, and we have here spawning in the bottom left, the purple Protoss, representing Mind Freak and the nation of Australia. Pledge your allegiance, for he is Pezz for Prez.
And coming up here in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner of Pillars of Gold, which hold up the golden wall, which protects the Eternal Empire, where the LE submarines are kept. We have the Blues getting natural denied. He is coming out all the way from the land of Hong Kong, representing Team JP. He is GogojOey.
Alrighty, so it's those shenanigans, other than, Pezz getting the pro block onto the natural of GogojOey, so...
Yeah, which, depending on how this plays out, can have serious ramifications, or it might not.
Yeah.
I have to see if GogojOey is able to bridge that gap of creep quickly enough.
Yeah. Well, the natural is almost finished here. The first drone heading towards it. You should see GogojOey going for his natural right about now-ish. Well, soonish, I should say, at least. He is just going to drone up. Now, drone up, get a couple of lings out, then take his natural. And you should start to see the creep spread. Now, whether we're going to see Pezz do his Adept Printer build again, that's going to be the major question here. We do see the Twilight Council, at least, for Pezz. Yeah. Now, when we see the Robo, maybe a couple of gates after that, that'll be the real question as the Adept is heading out across the map.
Yeah, well, I feel if you're able to get your Zerg opponent if you're able to deny a natural like that, you may as well go for the Adept Printer, even if it's not something that you necessarily plan to go for. It makes it about 75% more perspective, and I am someone who, and I am not sure on that particular number there, but it's about what it is.
Yeah. Alrighty, so
there's that Robo, and there's that Glaive.
There's the Glaives. Alright, I was expecting might have been a little bit delayed there. But it turns out he isn't.
I just noticed Glaive upgrade kind of looks like an eyeball.
Yeah, still likes to call them the orange Tic Tacs.
It's kind of like an eyeball.
Yeah, I know. I do see it, but it's the bullet.
From Terraria. It's got like its eye, like the iris at the end, the left, bottom leftish place.
Okay. Well, it is going to be spotted out here by GogojOey.
Kind of looks like a Sputnik. I getting off topic. We do see that Roach Warren, like you were saying there, and that is what you want to get versus this sort of Glaive build. How many Roaches will there be, though? And I guess the other question is, will the creep spread be adequate enough? GogojOey does go in and does see the Twilight Council researching something, so he does have an inkling there, or a pretty good suspicion that it will be Glaives.
Yeah.
And now they're coming down.
Yeah, they are. Alrighty. So, let's see. So, we do see the Observer coming out. The adepts being ready and raring to go. 9 roaches on the way here. Pezz just pulling back slightly. Not going to finish up the shade there.
Yeah, that would be a little suicidal for these adepts, but they're strength in numbers. Another warping coming in, and this is a much more effective shade. And again,
yep, managed to finish this.
There, but the surround is GogojOey taking out a decent number of these adepts with his lings, and now the roaches are really going to drive the point home. Not a lot of adepts make it out there alive. Only 5 of them, and they are badly wounded.
Yeah, but they can just pull this army back and forth.
They can try.
They can try, but
yeah,
it's
this
not
is not
going to be
quite
happening.
shade. And that was a pretty dang good hold by GogojOey, if I should say. But let's not count this out just yet, as the Warp Prism did survive, and Pezz is rearing up for round 2. You're going to be throwing a couple of Immortals into the mix fairly shortly.
Yeah, but I think he's going to keep those at home in case, you know, doesn't do enough damage. Yeah. These roaches are going to be very plentiful. And no, you can't finish that shade. Yeah. It's going to be unable to.
Well, he can, but yeah, wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, just managed to clear the creep.
And again, this is building up or setting up to eventually having an even more stronger push coming in. The Immortals do come in. And this is going to help out a lot against the roaches. We did see how well Pezz could really juggle these Immortals in that previous series that we've had. And now GogojOey really backed into a corner. He's trying to go for the concave, but the adepts finish their shade.
Oh no!
And now
that Warp Prism getting targeted by queens.
Yeah, GogojOey really being picked apart right now, having everything, his army being pulled back and forth. And that Warp Prism does survive, but not much else does.
As long as those Immortals are alive, that's all Pezz really needs to try and push this even further. Small lings, more adepts on the way here, including the injured ones, going to be rejoining. I feel like a couple of Stalks in here wouldn't be too amiss as well, you know.
Yeah, getting rid of a couple of Overlords here and there.
Get rid of those Overlords, yeah.
Yeah, with the Observer, there's a potential to try to blink into the main if he does decide to invest in that, but that's still to be determined. Very nice concave here for GogojOey, but these roaches just cannot kill fast enough. The adepts are now in the main base, and I was going to say something that's worrying me a bit, Quirky, is that Pezz is he's really all in right now. He is not going for that third base at all. But right now, it's working out for him pretty well.
Oh, he didn't finish the shade. He's actually going to fight this. He may actually just win. But now the reinforcing roaches are coming in.
And then he does finish up. Yeah, still going to lose a couple of adepts there, but again, the one round of warp-in is, that's nothing a round of warp-in can't fix.
He just canceled the shade here. No, he is, once again, didn't let it finish. He's determined to crack this main.
He really wants to take out that lair. But I'm not too convinced that he can. Again, the big weakness of roaches right now is they just have so little DPS. They're tough, but they do not kill pretty fast. And when you have such a mobile force like Adepts, you really want to start killing. But the numbers are really starting to get thinned out. And Pezz is actually looking to be in a lot of trouble right now. 3 Immortals, but this is a massive swarm of roaches coming out. And Pezz really, his juggling is really going to get put to the test here. He's going to lose one of them.
Oh, he may lose 2.
And now look at the armor supply difference, Quirky. And this is why having that third base would have really been beneficial. Pezz looked so good for so long, but one slip up was all that it really takes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good that you see that, but it is what it is.
GogojOey surprisingly hasn't gone for the counterattack.
Yeah.
Right now he might, after consolidating his forces,
yeah.
but it's a bit of a weaker counterattack. Pezz has been able to reinforce somewhat. Getting a couple sentries as well, which is, considering there's not a lot of Ravagers here, absolutely what he wants. Darktide follow-up coming in here.
Yeah,
I feel like Gogojoey might have just missed his golden opportunity.
Yeah. On gold, Pillars of Gold. Get it? Get it? And a Dark Shrine as well, and I don't think there's that much detection here, actually, for GogojOey. Do like those force fields. But it might not be enough.
Here. There's one more force field available for Pezz. He really is waiting for when it's going to be the most useful. Files are getting much. And 2 queens is not going to be fast enough, Quirky. These adepts will finish. And the Warp Prism will get out. And again, this really does come down to creep.
I mean, there has been a huge amount of lost mining time here for GogojOey with those adepts going into the main. So, might see, you know, some stuff happening as now that Dank Shrine is done. On the cup, yeah, there are 4 DTs in that Warp Prism, so who goes for that? I'm pretty sure there's no detection if a test take a quick look. There's no detection, no overseers or nothing here. So these can actually deal so much damage depending on where these DTs go. Here they come, they're coming in.
And they have found some gold.
Oh, actually, he gets rid of the lair.
Gets rid of the lair. Where do you go?
Okay, there's the overseer.
Here. And that's quite a number of queens. So yeah, this is going to be about the end of that DT harass, but draw the army all the way back, and now the Archons are being morphed.
I think GogojOey's been staying on these 3 bases. He hasn't been going for a 4th. He is like Pezz. He's just desperately trying to defend as best as he could. Best as he can, actually, as more Archons being made here. And I think they're going to rejoin the main army here with that Warp Prism. They're going to try and attack that 3rd.
Yeah, that is what they should be doing.
Oh, but the armies skip each other.
They do manage to skip each other, but going on to creep, this is where Pezz has eyes. And he's looking to go in with his concave. Very nice force field, so the Biles do manage to finish them. And now,
but look at the Immortal count!
It's 5 Immortals versus a mostly Roach army. Things are not looking too good right now for our Blue Zerg player, but GogojOey is starting to collapse into another concave. And if he can just target down these Immortals one by one, this is not going to look too good for Pezz.
That's the juggling.
Are great. The juggling is good enough.
Oh. Oh my god. Does manage to lose 1 Immortal, though. It's just the Swarm being what's
saving GogojOey's life right now. But it is starting to get thinned out so much. The Prism goes down, and there was an Immortal in there.
But I feel like there's enough here.
Not
but GogojOey.
Especially not when there was that 3rd base up for GogojOey and not Pezz. Oh boy, yeah. That was a lot of back and forth in the first game. And now, that was just game 1.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I need to know what GogojOey's going to decide for that second map. I mean,
what Pezz is going to pick.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of possibilities at their fingertips. Ice and Chrome going to be our next map coming up. And I suppose the question that I've got right now is, will Pezz go for the Adept Printer once again? He has been known, especially on Ice and Chrome, to go for some Stargate openings, do, mostly Stargate openings into a Disruptor transition and stuff like that. But today, so far, he seemed really, really committed to the Adept Printer.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I mean, we did see him, try to use Lurk to go for the Stargate, but I feel like he's just sticking to his guns on that Adept Printer.
I'm nodding along. Really is. If there was ever a map to switch things up, though, Ice and Chrome would be the one. Nope. That's
ha. Got it.
Aha!
Ha.
Got it in the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody's ready? GLHF has been called. We are jumping on in. Ice and Chrome.
Ice and Chrome.
See, the ice is what you end up putting on your RAM because of how much Chrome takes it up.
Yeah, haha, I get it.
I don't think that's how it works. I know that RAM can overheat, but I mean, I don't think it's Chrome that does it.
We're in Australia servers. God damn it, Yaku.
It's all good there. We are going to be remaking that. So we're going to be jumping back on in. Once again, we do like to, when we have a player from Southeast Asia going up against a player from Australia, we do like to alternate the lobbies or the servers game by game. Makes it a little bit more fair. So we're gonna not whatchamacallit. Yeah, just gonna be getting everyone back on in, just remaking once again.
Oh, there we go.
I'm gonna have to leave our arcade chat. For some reason I really want to be still be in arcade chat after switching over.
Alright, everybody's in.
GLHF all around. And we are going to be jumping in onto Ice and Chrome.
Yes. The iciest and shiniest map of all the map pool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. God!
God damn it, Pezz.
Yaku! You should have checked. Dot. Oh, God. So why we can't have nice things, Yaku?
Frickin' Pezz. But we get there when we get there. Seems like fate just really doesn't want us to play out the second map. Alrighty then, looking at it once again. Protoss versus Zerg. Purple versus blue. We should be on the Singapore server. So everybody cross your Ethernet cords. Watch the Blizzard server go down right at this point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. That means we have to cancel the whole tournament.
I guess we just flip a coin, decide who wins. Oh, yeah, they'll decide amongst themselves.
Alrighty. We're finally here on Synchro for our second map. And we have here, sporting in the bottom left, the Blue Zerg representing Team TP. And the nation of Hong Kong, give it up for GogojOey.
And spawning here in the top right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner of the map, we have not the Terran player, but the Purple Protoss player, a king of alliteration. Gonna be contesting with Zest there as well for what he's got. He is a player representing M for Mindfreak and M for Melbourne. Get up for a Purple Protoss player, Pezz.
Alright, so
natural once again.
Yeah.
Will this prompt him to go with Depth Printer though? That is the question. Or is he gonna go for a more Stargate focused opening? Probe, you need to mine. There you have it.
There you go.
It just looks like a torchlight. And the probe mines. You flip a switch and some light opens up and eventually you got minerals. And that's why headcanon now. The probes aren't actually mining, they're just shining a light so they can actually see what they're mining.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, this, once again, we do, as Yaku did say, we do have second being taken at the third location. But let's see what Pezz decides to do. I mean, this is a map for Stargate. A very open map. You know, may get the double Stargate Phoenix play going on. If a Mass Phoenix could be a potential thing happening here. But no, it's the Twilight Council again.
Welp.
Yeah. Hey, that's gonna work this time, right?
Yeah? I mean, each time, as we saw in these series of Pezz playing this Depth Printer, each time it did look like he was getting more and more slick with the timings. He was getting everything down. That last game, he actually got really close to breaking GogojOey, but fortunately overextended for just a little too long there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll see if we're gonna have a different story here on Ice and Chrome.
Well, it's the Robo, but no glaives actually being researched yet. Which makes me think, Yaku, with that probe there it is. It's the immediate Dank Shrine, but that's the Overlord sneaking on in.
And making his way downtown. Sees the Twilight Council, turns around, but GogojOey does go for the full scout. You're gonna have to spot this one, Joey. Do not be deterred by the stalker, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going, and he sees it. And the element surprise is kind of lost now, but on the bright side, Archons are still a very, very tricky unit. GogojOey's still gonna have his attention split quite a bit there.
Alrighty. Yeah, merely throwing down the spores. So I feel like, yeah, it's just gonna be, you know, some adept pressure into Archon. So we generally have seen in the past.
Yeah, you want to be sending the adepts out to, yeah, just make sure that your opponent is not quite focused, you know, or rather they can't focus. And in the meanwhile, you warp in your DTs, you get your Archons, you go on into the main. Like so.
Like so.
But GogojOey's actually building a lot of army here, a lot of Lings are coming out, and he's finishing up that Roach War, and surprisingly, Pezz did decide to go jump straight in and try to go for a Spore Crawler, but some good body blocking.
He did get 5 drones.
Yeah, manages to get 5 drones in the end, and
only losing 1 DT, so not the worst. Actually,
he's about to lose the Archon.
Oh, he is. Almost does.
And the Archon did go down.
Oof.
There is no DT though in this Warp Prison, but Joey already has eyes on it. And it is starting to move in. Could try to get this Spore Crawler again, but we'll have to see how the body blocking is. decent right now for GogojOey. And look at that. Surrounds that DT.
Yeah.
Make sure that the lair does not go unhindered.
And the spare base is getting targeted, but a DT, Immortal, and a couple of zealots there. That's not going to be enough. And that's like we see Pezz taking a fair base at a decent time this series, or this tournament, actually. But getting that lair now. Oh, pick off that queen. Pick it off, pick it off.
Here's the transfuse. The queens save the day.
Psych.
As they slay. So we're actually going to be getting a macro game this time, Quirky.
Charge, +1, Immortals, Sentries. It's really looking decent here for Pezz.
Indeed it is. And yeah, this is just Pezz kind of flipping everything on its head from his previous series. He is going to be focusing on macroing up, going to be focused on trying to, I assume trying to hold and then going for a counterattack, or if his upgrades are in line, going for his own timing attack. So yeah, something a bit more normal. But the important part is, Pezz is no longer all in. Well, I mean, we could see him go all in on 3 bases, but yeah, that's not as big of a... That's not as big as a gamble as a 2-base all in. More and more pressure being dealt here. GogojOey really trying to scout out that base of Pezz. It'll be deflected by the full wall. And Pezz, his +1 is finished up, his charge is finished. He is now looking to go for that timing attack that he wants to go for. 3 Immortals and 3 Archons and a lot of force.
A lot of Sentries.
This could be devastating.
Yeah, but there are enough Ravages here for each of the force fields. Yeah, I don't feel like Pezz can really push in. The Concave is already in effect here for GogojOey.
So he's just trying to bait GogojOey into him, but did he overextend just a little bit? Here comes the flip on the legs! And this is a beautiful trap. Vile's not quite getting that Warp Prism. But the Archons did manage to hold.
Yeah, I mean, splash damage does help against
it does.
A lot of Lings.
Yep,
here comes engagement again, more force fields. I do like having that Archon in the back for the flank. Another round of warp-ins. No Biles are there. The Archons are getting slaughtered.
Ooh, these force fields not quite as good, and the Biles do get the Warp Prism. This is not looking good at all for a player. Pezz doesn't
could have been a whole lot worse.
Could have.
Yeah, guess that recall. Okay.
That's what you recall with a Sentry and 2 Immortals. Actually, no, just 2 Immortals. I don't know where I saw Sentry.
Somewhere, obviously.
Sentry. They've become so advanced, Quirky. They're Haluking themselves.
They're Haluking.
But can a Haluk Sentry do another Haluk? That's the question.
Yeah. Alrighty.
And there's a counterattack we were worried about. Pezz starting to go on in. And GogojOey, sorry, going on in. And Pezz not quite having the army composition that he really wants. And the Warp Prism remade does help, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but GogojOey's turning around. Oh, it's because there's an Adept in. Did you bring your entire army back for that, GogojOey? He did. Oh,
he did. No. Oh, no. Well, now we got the Robo Bay on the way here.
It's got to be Disruptors, right?
He does like to play with his Colossus quite a bit.
Yeah, he does. Who doesn't like playing with their Colossus, though? That's more to the question. Decent Viles.
Yeah.
Big up for the zoning, but
there are enough forces here that the Immortals can just push it back.
Quite so. That Warp Prism really being the MVP there, but I think GogojOey has identified that. Gonna be getting a bunch of Mutalists, and will be getting the Banelingness as well, you know, just in case he needs to deal with the Chargelets. But now Disruptors are on their way. Which is I guess it's another reason why these Mulists are going to be effective.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess even if they were Colossus, but then again, if it was Colossus, typically you want Corruptors instead.
And he's just trying to sneak in here with the War Prism. Not going to be doing much. Blink as well on the way here. As well as these meters. Oh, he got the meters.
Bill managed to take out a Disruptor. And won't get much else done, but taking out a Disruptor, that is the money shot there that the Corruptors want to get.
But now with this Blink, it is hard for GogojOey to try and snipe these
to really
these key units. It's immediately see.
Yeah.
But oh, there's a warping happening at the main charge lot warping. Oh no! The warp prism gonna get away! No! But still, yeah, pick it off. Couple of key units. Oh, I do like the macro hatch in the main.
Yeah,
it looks like
Station Pit. What are we gonna see tech-wise, Quirky?
I think we're just gonna tech into maybe some swarm, not swarm hosts, broodlords gonna be coming in.
Yeah, it's a natural progression of getting this fire in it.
Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, we do have these units coming in, but a bunch of stalkers and the cannon.
Hashtag deflected. And GogojOey's really starting to assert himself on the map. That's a lot of Banelings, Quirky. But I'm actually a little bit worried for GogojOey. That's also a lot of Disruptors, a lot of Archons, and a lot of, beautiful baiting out the Purification Nova.
Yeah.
So once again, we see GogojOey gonna have to be very careful with engaging this army of Pezz. Cannot move into it. Else will lose all.
These Mulists just trying to pick off as much units as they can. Stalkers out there. Oh, they're gonna try and go into the army, but too many Archons and Stalkers there for his liking.
But now GogojOey is maxed out, getting that hive. Top of that, he is starting to get to the point where, I mean, I would like to see him get a couple more bases, but he is slowly getting to the point where he can start to throw units at Pezz and hope for the best.
Yeah, and Pezz isn't even maxed out yet. I look at the bank actually from GogojOey. He's gonna take out, what was that? A shield battery cannon? Maybe?
It was, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think a pipeline maybe. It's one of those small little buildings. And Pezz is going straight for the kill. But I'm not convinced he's gonna get it.
No, because here comes the counterattack, and that is a counterattack and a half. Banelings getting used on the warpins. As now the Banelings rolling into the natural. Pezz, what is he gonna do?
Oh, Quirky.
There's nothing at home.
And now both players
okay, recall this army at his third.
And actually trying to go for this massive triple prong surround. Oh, Purification Nova, some of them do manage to connect. And this is looking to be an unstoppable army, but all of those Banelings do manage to connect, but there's just not a lot here left for GogojOey. So many Stalkers still here. All of the Disruptors, the Colossus still in play. And that was just links that GogojOey can make.
Yeah, immediately looking at how much that bank went down as GogojOey's looking to try and get just lings and roaches out for this. He has got a couple of Corruptors away, Adrenal Glands, but is it going to be enough Purification over being used on his own army?
But in the end, it does favor GogojOey a bit more. Another warping of Stalkers coming in here, and these Queens, they're holding the line and doing a pretty good job, but they are about to run out of steam.
Broodlords.
GogojOey's Broodlords are starting to come in, but against Blink Stalkers, that is a risk and a half.
Yeah, and Archons as well to give that splash damage. As that one Archon is just doing a lovely little jig.
It's in the middle. in the middle of everything, doesn't want to get trampled. The hive is looking to be in a lot of trouble. The spawning pool is gonna go down. GogojOey. It was looking so good for so long, but after that beautiful engagement by Pezz, triple pronging everywhere, I think this is gonna be it. I think we're gonna have ourselves an ace match, Quirky.
Yeah. Oh boy. But these Broodlords can be the ultimate tide turners. Oh, see, but nice positioning actually from GogojOey. Keep those Broodlords alive from the blinking.
But this is a delicate dance that I'm not convinced GogojOey can really keep up. Now, if we look at what's going well for GogojOey right now, you know, Pezz...
Broodlords.
Yeah, exactly. Pezz is also on 3 bases, and they're about to be mined out. GogojOey does have an economy, but again, he has the Broodlords in. And that's definitely going to help him out quite a lot. GogojOey having much more fresh... The bases of GogojOey are much more fresh. And I guess right now he's just planning on turtling up, trying to... turtling up and hoping that Pezz doesn't go for a another base or a butt or whatnot.
I do like that blink back.
Yeah, it was a pretty good blink back. He could have
that's the Stargate.
That was going to be a bit of a gamble. All right, yeah. And now with the Stargate, the ball is really far in Pezz's court. We're gonna have to see whether or not he gives it up.
All right.
Does still have to be careful here. Funnily enough, despite being lower on bases and workers, GogojOey, I guess this just comes down to the fact that his bases are fresh. And much better income. Alright, Pezz once again going around trying to see what he can get done. And is going to go for that 5th base.
Double expand, yeah. Retake his 4th, and he's just going to slowly push in here. And oh my god, that is a lot of defense.
Yeah, quite a bit. Pezz's game plan here is just contain GogojOey. Make sure he doesn't rebuild.
Okay, there is a spore in the 3rd. There's no spore. Okay, there's one spore in the line, the spine line. But even then,
yeah, that's sort of detection. They are starting to get taken out. GogojOey a little preoccupied there, worried about the army in its main, and now blink forward, blink back. Can't explain that, can you, Quirky?
I can't blink. It's a thing.
We're gonna be finishing up here, as well as 2 more
Flux, Vane,
2 more Stargates.
Void Rays.
Could be Flux, Vane, Void Rays, but instead it is gonna be Tempest.
Ooh.
As saying, I see your siege units, I raise you mine own.
Mine. Yeah, I do like that, especially with, I don't think there's any Corruptors out. Yeah, it's just all Broodlords.
It is all Broodlords, so there's no more Spire. Gonna have to be rebuilding the lair, and he does actually rebuild it, and these are all kills.
Yeah.
That really does go to show you how much damage is in a single stroke of a DT.
Yeah, it's like all the void energies are pouring out.
And now we've got
this is only our 2nd map.
It is our 2nd map. If Pezz wins this, we'll still have our ace match later on. I gotta tell you, GogojOey playing it patiently is how you're supposed to be playing it out. But now he had a little bit of an opportunity there to try to go for an attack, but now it's really run out. He has no anti-air. He has not much of anything right now. He can't really deal with those Tempests. He has a better army for the time being, but it's also an army without a lot of sustainability. Alright, Tempests come in. We'll be chased away by the Queens.
Spire getting remade here, because he knows he now needs Corruptors.
Yeah, surprisingly, a couple of Colossus coming in.
Yeah, I mean,
Which aren't bad against the Brootlings or the Lings, but
yeah.
considering
Then those
GogojOey
Corruptors come out.
remaking, yeah, exactly. Although I guess you could say that they're going to be protected by Stalkers and Tempest. We might not actually see them come into play. Pezz going back and forth, just try to see, is there an opening I can take advantage of? And he's not what's it called, being overzealous here. He's just being as patient as can be. Manages to take out the Overseer.
I had a recall. So we call most of the army back for a Ling run by.
Yeah, and these Lings should get taken out. A couple of units there from Pezz were thinned out as well, but now that really wasn't worth it. Pezz is maxed out. Much higher army supply. And it's really when... And the real question is, when is he going to pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Right about now. Still trying to take incremental damage. Does not want to lose his army unnecessarily. But, you know, even if he's able to trade evenly, he's in a much better economic standing. He can remax much quicker.
Beautiful revelation there. He can pick off the Brood Lords. His queens aren't really going to be able to do much. And now here comes the re-engage. The Corruptors are here.
And you're helping out a lot against this. Trying to take out the Colossus, not really able to. But has GogojOey actually turned this around? For the time being, it looks like it. But again, this is an army with no sustainability.
And now the Void Rays are coming out. Where's the Flux Veins?
And that should really be the final nail in the coffin.
I want Flux Veins.
There's gonna be the Flux Veins.
Yay!
There they are.
This is an excited little kid. Yay!
We are getting Flux Veins.
And carriers as well. Okay, everything being made here. All the air units, except for Phoenixes, apparently, are being made.
Who even needs them? What is he gonna lift? Well, he can lift a lot of things, but I mean, you know. Who even needs them? Mothership gonna be coming out, and Pezz is really patient. Not sure how many times you can really say that, but Pezz is really being patient right now. Really doesn't want to lose his army.
Yeah. Just so incredibly patient. No, he needs to figure out when his next break is going to be, and actually,
this seems like it could be right on forward. Not really gonna be doing much there, but now all of this, all of these Ravagers are caught out in the middle of the map. GogojOey with the least ideal scenario right now, having a split army.
Yeah. I mean, is there any detection with that? Those Broodlords?
A couple of Broodlords.
Alright, both players actually getting the +2 air weapons.
Finally, we see it come to play.
More Broodlords as well being made. And now, here comes the majority of force.
At the end. Or it would be. This is a bit of slow. Yeah, things are starting to slow down.
Yeah, starting to slow down. Trying to get that air. Oh, and I do like this. The addition of Vipers gonna get that Parasite bomb. Now the Mothership is out as well. Also can get the Adduct on that.
Yes.
Pushing in here.
Coming out as well.
Tempest getting a
targeted down, and these Void Rays are in prismatic alignment, but it does also mean, which means that these Corruptors are able to back away without too much of a bother. And we're getting to the point where Pezz has gotten his economy back up. He has gotten it all.
Just needs more gas income. Well, then, if we take a look at that income graph, it has been Pezz for about the last 2.5 minutes with that lead. Getting Psystorm as well. He is getting all the tech.
One by one. I feel like he's going for an achievement here, Quirky. This is not what's in the game unless he gets everything.
Oh,
Nice little vial, but Joey's gonna need a lot more where that came from.
Yeah, he's getting more and more carriers. I do like that. Getting the shields as well. This is going to be the Golden Armada incarnate.
But the Vipers are now for GogojOey.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of good parabombs can definitely start turning tides. Yeah, a couple of ducks would really help out. Potentially on the mothership. But other than that, it's not looking too good.
No, it is not, but here come the High Templar. Storm is done. They do have a bit of energy. Baal's landing decently onto that army.
So many of these carriers now in the critical zone. This mothership, a little bit exposed, and now the Corruptors try to go in. But the Vipers are actually coming in there. A duck takes it out. And somehow, GogojOey is not out yet.
He's slowly making his way back.
I feel like Pezz gave him just way too much time here.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Stalkers.
His army back, and this maybe just feels so tense. Like, next engagement could pretty much win it here.
Exactly, which is why Pezz is not looking to give GogojOey that next engagement. He is going to back off and get another mothership coming up.
I mean, he has the economy to do it. GogojOey's economy is actually very, very low at the moment compared to Pezz's.
Ooh, even taking that hive right in the warp prism range. If Pezz so decides, could warp in a zealot to try to take that out, because he can't really warp in. He can't really get anything else as he is about to be maxed out. Draws the army of GogojOey out of position a little bit, it seems, and Pezz is starting to make his way downtown. The storm.
Can the High Templars get the feedback?
Storms.
The storms!
A couple of
One feedback
here. And a couple of storms as well. But the parabombs did land, and Pezz cannot split this army up quick enough. Does start to split off, but a lot of damage has been dealt. A lot of these air units are really, really in the red.
Yeah, but does have those shield berries back at that whatever number of base that is, and GogojOey is also holding off this Stalker counterattack for now at least.
Wow. The madman. Wow, indeed. If you actually look at the unit slot tab, GogojOey lost a lot more minerals.
Yeah.
Pezz using a lot more gas, however.
I mean, losing 2 motherships in a row, a couple of carriers, Tempest. I'll do it for you.
Really, really will. And a couple of skirmishes going on here and there. Pezz is starting to lose his harassment force of these stalkers. But it does mean that he's gonna it does mean that he's gonna be able to get more Golden Armada, more air coming out. And GogojOey is rearing up for round number 2. He really wants to take out this air army.
Finally getting air armor.
Position. Yeah, air armor is definitely going to help out a lot. Nice little yoink here on one of the carriers. I feel like getting one carrier here and there is not going to be enough for GogojOey. A lot of static D up in that base, the freshest base of Pezz. And now Pezz is maxed out, really starting to bank up.
You look at the mineral count. You're like, even these stalkers, you know. Oh, even pushing in and getting rid of some of these roaches here. Of ravages, I should say.
Could be the final engagement. GogojOey does not have a very mobile army. He is going to be waiting a lot. Good storms. managed to get a lot of zoning potential out. But now GogojOey really hanging in back, just really waiting for Pezz to slip up, to get out of position. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon, Quirky.
Oh, good, happen now. Here comes. Oh my god, those feedbacks
are brilliant right now, and that was GogojOey's only hope. The storms on top of Brood Lords. I think we're going to see our ace match.
I think we're going to see it as well. The kite back from these Broodlords is not going to be enough. The slow zone being used as well. And we should see GogojOey tap out. There it is.
Gee. Pezz being so patient.
Oh.
The City Ace match.
Oh. 30-minute PvZ. Whew.
Now, back to Australia. I'm going to ask you for a quick favor, if you don't mind making a lobby. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick.
That's alright. So, hopefully, we should see... Yeah, GogojOey's going for the water closet. Going for the toilet as well. Whew. So, how have you been doing, chat? Have you been doing well during this week? Yeah. Certainly been for the tour will be over now, but people proving us otherwise, and I do love that. Gotta keep everybody entertained for now. Whew. So we're just gonna have to wait for everybody to take a quick break as everybody has gone back. Just getting back from that 31-minute game that we just had, to seeing the end of it on stream now. Those feedbacks were absolutely amazing from Pezz, and even the storms were better. Yeah, there was nothing too much that GogojOey could do from that point. Sure, he had the Corruptors, but he made too many Brood Lords. Just a slow march in. So wait for Kuro to come. Wait for Yaku's to come back and join me once again. Do, 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 do.
And we're back. Apparently, I was the only one who needed a break there, so it's all good. I can still make a lobby.
Yeah, pillars, cool.
Of eternity.
Pillars of gold.
All right.
Yeah, Derby.
Wait, what did we start on? Yeah, we started on Pillars of Gold. That was so long ago, I forgot.
So gold wall instead.
Yep.
The other gold map. One that no, Debbie doesn't like.
Golden Wall LE, not Augustine Fall LE. As a 6-player map. Golden Wall LE. I don't know what Mio Mike's is thinking right now.
It's like, I just want to eat. Okay. He doesn't have our day. Later.
Hey, they're gonna be playing in the Outai. That's your decision.
Anyway. We are in...
All right, our players are ready. Let's get this show on the road. Should be the off server.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Do you think we're gonna see another 32-minute game?
I hope not, because you went to the toilet. I need to go to the toilet. I know you mentioned it, but Joey has got that build that he likes to show off on this map, and Pezz, has got a bit of a weakness for some early roach play. Let's see if he has that all sorted out, because we are on to Golden Wall for this last map of the losers final, and spawning in the right-hand side of the map, the purple Protoss representing Mind Freaks. And the nation of Australia, give it up for Pezz. Hashtag Pezz for Prez.
Oh, he's going up against such strong competition in these Watkins. And here on the left-hand side of the map, spotting all the way in the left-hand side of the map, we have our red Zerg coming out all the way from the land of Hong Kong. He is the top GPO player of 2020. Can he claw his way back from the ace match to face his rival in the upper bracket? Representing Team JP, we have GogojOey.
Alright, yep, there it is. There's the gold base.
And now, is Pezz going to be prepared for this? He did run up against this build in, well, not this specific build, but a gold base earlier on in Mio Micah. And he scouted it out and understandably believed that it was going to be some sort of a roach push or timing. Is he going to get bamboozled again, or is GogojOey actually going to commit to that aggression?
Yeah, well, we'll definitely see whether Pezz, decides to go for that tech build again. I mean, he did alright, and he did manage to survive on a bigger map like Ice and Chrome. But this being such a smaller map, you gotta feel like maybe, if Pezz doesn't push with, get good, whatchamacallit?
Defenses?
Not good defense, like a good push going with the depth
right.
if he does decide to do it. Yeah, good timing. I really can't see him being able to be defensive as he can.
Yeah, the options really are there for Pezz right now, but he can still make the wrong option. Let's put it that way.
Alrighty, well, Lings, no scouting of the main base yet. No Robo as well.
Checking out.
I feel like there's a Robo. Let's see whether it's DTs or... Because actually he did decently with DTs. It wasn't the Adept push, it was the DTs. Yeah. That's right. That's why I got confused. So used to doing the Adept Printer build. But not going for... So I feel like it may be DTs again.
Interesting.
No, it's Glaive. Okay.
Well, it could still be Glaives, and then eventually he goes into DTs. Is one of the possibilities. Not quite as efficient, but if you have to correct, yeah, not quite as efficient, but if the steps go, if everything goes as planned, it should be a pretty strong transition.
Speaking of plans, is that early push.
The wall is not a wall. Zerglings coming in at just the right time, and this could very much be it. After such a good showing in that previous game, this could be it for our Purple Protoss player. But he was.
So many giants going down. Actually, but with the Sokadet with the shield batteries, it's gonna hold off quite a lot of damage.
And it buys so much time for this.
And there's an immortal.
But the Lings are starting to come in. No surrounds as of yet. Battery overcharge, really working overtime. But it's about to go down, and there it goes. 9
GG.
GG, what a juxtaposition.
Yep. Yes. We knew it was kind of coming. Yeah.
Yeah. I was holding out hope, like, maybe it wouldn't be such a quick game, but yeah, I was a fool. Tis a little naive. I lost my innocence there. Pezz, unfortunately, gonna be out now, and unfortunately we do not allocate prizes to our third place.
Plays. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Maybe if a couple more patrons, ! Patreon in chat, you too can pledge $5, get replay packs, and hopefully support the Cranky Ducklings for potential expansion ventures. For now, not quite yet. We gotta be self-sustaining first.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, as we were saying, honestly, a really good choice, Pezz.
Yeah, it was. Especially that second game. Although it did go a little bit, from a little bit long for my taste. But still, we're able
very
to.
Patient. I feel like if I was watching that game and not casting, I'd be like, "This is so hype."
Yeah, but gave it the good old college try, and fortunately was not meant to be this week for Pezz.
Oh, right.
And we will take a break before the finals. I need to do stuff, but other than that, please make sure to check out our Patreon. Use that ! Matcherino if you want to use your own money. We have no codes left. Use your own money to help support the prize pool. But other than that, stretch your roaches, hydrate your hydras, drain your disruptors, so we'll be back in 5 minutes for the grand final. It is me and Micah versus GogojOey, number whatever it is, how many times they face in a final. But other than that, we'll be back. Don't go anywhere.